All right, I did 45 minutes, a little over 300 calories burned, 2.8 miles. Just finished my workout, feeling really accomplished. A lot of you have been asking me on my videos, like in the comment section, what I do to stay in shape. You guys, I've actually fallen way off, as you can see. I kind of stopped working out. My darling 2-year-old broke my treadmill, my original treadmill that you saw in like past videos. So I just stopped exercising for a couple months until I got a new one. But even when I got the new one that you just saw me working out on, which is like really cool because it's compact, you can roll it out, you can push it under your couch if your couch is high enough. But even after I got that one in, I still wasn't working out like I know I should. So I finally got tired of it because I've just been gaining, and I'm like, oh, we can't have that. So I'm trying to get back on track. I'm trying to, get everything right and tight. I got these love handles that need to go. I got a little bit of arm jiggle, kind of a pouch starting to form. Like, we can't have that. Also, this right here is a scar. I scratched my stomach the other day. I don't know what happened, but it kind of scabbed right there, just in case you were wondering. So yeah, I'm just trying to get back to my ideal weight, my ideal size. I need to lose probably like 10 pounds. I think I'll be happy with that. But yeah, I'm just hoping that I stick to it. I'm gonna try my best to stick to it and work out every morning. I like working out in the morning. I feel like I'm more productive that way. I know I can just bang it out, get it done. All right, so right now I'm about to have some celery juice. I follow the medical medium on Instagram, and he really is all about having celery juice first thing in the morning before you eat breakfast. And a lot of people on there like give their testimonies like, this is the greatest thing ever. Celery juice has helped me in this way and that way. And I decided to start drinking celery juice just because I figured it would be healthy. Why not? So I've been doing it for a little while now, maybe like a couple weeks, and it's been going good. So I have my celery here, already washed. I always use organic celery, by the way, always organic. And all I have to do now is just run it through my juicer. Pretty much it. And there we go. You would think celery juice would be super gross, but it's actually not. It tastes kind of peppery in juice form, but it's not, terrible. Okay, so it's recommended that you wait at least 30 minutes between the time you drink your celery juice and the time that you eat breakfast. So took that time, get myself together, ready for the day. So today's video, you guys, is brought to you by Thrive Market. I just got my new Thrive box in. I'm gonna be using my goodies that I just got to make my meals for the day. All my goodies in here. I'll show you guys everything up close as I make each meal. But Thrive is just like my all-time favorite online grocery store that sells really healthy, wholesome, and tasty products. Always feel so good when I get my Thrive box. Always feel so good when I'm shopping on there because I know all their food is clean and sustainable. And it's just like shopping at Whole Foods, but without the hassle of having to get in your car, drive there, walk around, pick out stuff, and spend your whole paycheck. Thrive is a lot more affordable, but if you haven't tried them out yet, you can sign up today and get 25% off your first order, and you'll get a free gift. All you have to do to take advantage of that is go to thrivemarket.com/TheChicNatural, and I'll have the link to that in the bottom bar as well. Already had my lemon and chlorophyll water. I love that. It's so invigorating first thing in the morning. By the way, the chlorophyll I use is this one, Chlorofresh by Nature's Way. I got this from Thrive Market as well a while back. Love this stuff. Had that, had my celery juice, of course. And then for breakfast, I'm gonna be making a granola bowl, like a cereal. So I saw this organic grain-free granola on Thrive's site and I wanted to try it. I've never tried this particular one before. It's gluten-free, it's paleo, grain-free. And so we're about to see how this tastes. Pile it up with some fruits, put some milk in there. That'll be that. Go ahead and put some of this granola into a bowl. And then I'm gonna add blueberries, sliced banana, cranberries, and some diced mango to that. And I'm gonna top that off with some almond milk. All right, let's give it a whirl. Does this have cinnamon? Yeah. I really taste the cinnamon in the granola and the vanilla too. It's really good, especially mixed with the fruit added. This has sunflower seeds, pumpkin seeds, maple syrup, unsweetened coconut, sprouted almonds, sprouted cashews, sprouted walnuts, cinnamon, vanilla, and sea salt. Also organic, non-GMO, gluten-free, paleo, vegan, no artificial ingredients, and no high fructose corn syrup. I would definitely buy this again, especially as like for a quick breakfast. Is really good for that. All right, this is what I got from Thrive for my lunch. I got this organic sprouted quinoa, this extra firm tofu, kung pao sauce, and sesame tahini. With this, I'm gonna be making, I guess you could call it a Buddha bowl, something like that, you know, reminiscent of a Buddha bowl. So I'm gonna make the quinoa, and then I'm gonna top it with this tofu and some roasted veggies that I'm gonna toss in this kung pao sauce. I've never tried this kung pao sauce before, but the reviews on the Thrive site were super positive, so I'm very hopeful that it'll taste delicious. And then once I'm all done, I'm gonna drizzle everything with some tahini, which is my favorite. I love tahini so much. All right, so I have sweet potato, Brussels sprouts, carrots, and I diced up the tofu, put it all onto a parchment lined baking sheet. Now I'm just gonna drizzle everything with a little bit of olive oil, sprinkle with salt and pepper, then just give each section a toss. You can let these mix, of course, because they're all gonna go in the same bowl, but I like to keep them separate while they're cooking. Now I'm gonna put this into the oven at 375 for about 20 to 25 minutes, and then it should be all set. While the veggies are in the oven, I'm gonna make my quinoa, so just putting that into a pan. So I got 3/4 of a cup of the quinoa, and I'm gonna add 1.5 cups of broth. Bring it to a boil, then once it's boiling, bring the heat down to a simmer, cover it, let everything, you know, do its thing, and it'll take about 15 minutes. Also gonna saute up some mushroom and onion. I have some fresh mushroom right here. I washed it, I just put it into a pan. Then I have some frozen diced onion. Saute that. Let it get nice and brown. Gonna drizzle in some of this kung pao sauce and give it a toss. And that's it. Veggies are basically done, but I'm gonna take this kung pao sauce, pour it over each little bit. So I'm gonna put this back in the oven for about 2 to 3 minutes just to let that sauce really get into the veggies and the tofu, and then this should be all complete. To make the bowl, just put the quinoa on the bottom and then add in the veggies, my sweet potatoes, Brussels sprouts. Oh my gosh, you guys, I love Brussels sprouts. I don't know what I was thinking when I was a kid, why I used to think they were the worst things ever, but Brussels sprouts, especially roasted ones, are so good. Oh, I love Brussels sprouts. Then I have my carrots, tofu, then my sauteed onion and mushrooms. And then we're gonna put that tahini right on top, give it a nice drizzle. I love these squeeze packs so much because they're just so convenient. They just make life easier, no mess. Look at that. Looks so good, right? Oh, I'm really excited. And let's see how this kung pao sauce stacks up. Everything is perfect. Not to toot my own horn or anything, but this is like something you can get at a restaurant. Like, truly restaurant quality. All right, so I'm about to make my snack balls, or you know, my energy balls as I like to call them. You guys have seen me make these before, but today I'm adding pumpkin seeds to them as well. Sometimes I like to throw in different seeds and nuts into these balls. They're really versatile. You can interchange a lot of different ingredients, but it's pretty simple as well. I have these dates. I really love these Thrive dates. They come in this bag. They stay fresh and they're really, really tasty. Of course, I got some organic pumpkin seeds, got some creamy peanut butter, and I got some shredded coconut. I'm gonna take some of this, put it in my food processor, blend everything up, shape it into balls, and that's how I make them. I'm gonna grind these up first. I never measure this. I just, you know, put some in there. Just want to break them up a bit. Then I'm going to add in 3 dates, which I have pitted and washed. I'm going to just break them apart and put them in here. Sprinkle in some of this shredded coconut. And then peanut butter. Look at how satisfying that looks. Only other thing I'm gonna add is a tiny bit of sea salt and give it a mix. Take this, roll it into balls. Bada bing, bada boom. There we go. So wholesome and really, really tasty. And the great thing about these balls is it was made all with 1 ingredient items. Even the peanut butter, it only has organic peanuts in here. Nothing else, no added sugar, no preservatives. So that's really great. Simple, clean eating is the way to go, especially since we're trying to get back on track. Healthy lifestyle, healthy living. I love having these around for me to just grab for because it lessens the chances of me going for something super unhealthy. So I try to eat like this the majority of the time. Now I do make sure that I'm being realistic as far as my diet choices go. I do allow myself to have things that are fried, things that have a lot of sugar in them sometimes, but I like to eat clean the majority of the time and eat kind of bad, you know, a small amount of time. So with these, I just cover them, keep them in the fridge, and this bowl will probably last me 2 days, maybe 3 if I'm busy, but it usually doesn't last longer than 2 days in here. All right, guys, so for dinner, I'm making barbecue black bean burgers. From Thrive, I got these organic black beans. Also got this classic barbecue sauce to put in the mixture, vegan mayonnaise, because I like to put mayonnaise on my burgers, on the, you know, on my buns. Non-GMO, vegan, gluten-free, kosher, dairy-free, soy-free, preservative-free. I've gotten this meal before and it's really yummy. And again, I'm just a sucker for these little squeeze pouches. Also got some more of these roasted tomatoes. I figured they would be good as a topping for my barbecue burger. Usually I just put sliced tomatoes, you know, fresh tomatoes, but I thought the roasted ones would just be a nice burst of extra flavor. And then the last thing I got from Thrive are these buns. These are gluten-free. Never had these particular hamburger buns before, but I've had the Char. I've had this brand of like bread products. They're like wheat bread and they're baguette, and I like them, so I wanted to try out the hamburger buns as well from them. And with my burgers, I'm gonna be having asparagus, a nice green on the side. Saute these up in a pan, put some seasonings on them, let that be that. So I'm loosely following the recipe that's in my cookbook, Deliciously Vegan. You guys, I will have more hard copies coming next month. A lot of you have been asking me about it, so I will be restocking on the hard copies, not to worry. I'll make another announcement once they're in. Just gonna mash up these black beans while they're in the pouch. Put them into my bowl. Now I'm gonna add some breadcrumbs. I got these from Thrive Market on a previous order. I'm gonna add some breadcrumbs to that. I also have some quinoa from earlier that I'm gonna throw in there because why not? The original recipe calls for lentils, but I'm using quinoa today. I'm also gonna use some of the mushroom and onion that I sauteed earlier. Pour in some of this barbecue sauce. And this is very like eyeball type of recipe right now. I'm not measuring a thing. Just wanna check the texture. This looks a little bit too wet, so I'm gonna add some more breadcrumbs. Then I'm also gonna add some cumin, some steak seasoning, some salt and pepper. And now It's looking a lot better. Then you just take it and shape into little patties like that. Gonna put these into the freezer for about an hour just to let them firm up a bit more, and then I'm gonna pan fry them, and that'll be that. Gonna add a little bit of grapeseed oil, put in my burger. I'm gonna toss in my asparagus in with this as well. On my asparagus, I'm gonna sprinkle on some seasoning salt, onion powder, a little salt and pepper. Got my bun, I'm gonna put some of this vegan mayonnaise on it. Then I'm gonna put on some spinach. I've really been liking lately using spinach as opposed to lettuce on my sandwiches. Then my burger. Gonna take some of my roasted tomatoes, put them on top. Finish it off with a drizzle of stone ground mustard. Asparagus. There's dinner. All right, let's check this out and see how this bun is and how the burger tastes with the roasted tomatoes on it. Truly delicious. The roasted tomatoes on here takes it like to the top. The bun though, the texture is not my favorite. It's a little tough and it's kind of gritty once you chew it, but the flavor for the burger and the tomatoes makes up for it. But I wouldn't get this bun again. Yeah, like it doesn't taste bad. It just leaves like that grit in my mouth as I'm chewing it, which is not ideal. So just want to let you guys know that. My asparagus, thumbs up. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead, sit down and finish this. Thanks so much for tuning in. Also, thanks to Thrive Market for working with me on this video. Check them out. Head on over to thrivemarket.com/TheChicNatural to get 25% off your order. So yeah, I hope this was helpful, gave you some meal inspiration. Have a great rest of your day, wherever you guys are. And I'll see you on my next one. Peace.